Alright, everyone, so forgive me, I'm dealing with some back pain. I may have picked up something the wrong way while I was at work, and let's just say today my back has been hurting, like just when I'm moving around and such. Even sitting here, it sometimes hurts. This has happened. I've experienced this before, where if I picked up something the wrong way, then just it just hurts the following day or something like that. And yeah, so kind of dealing with that at the moment, but at the same time, I was also able to get done some of the stuff here, including the world quests and the mission boards. Although there was one extra bit after I did the world quests, which was, hey, go and do a special rare elite world quest. I'm not sure why that needed to be done just for the rogue, since none of the other classes required that, but okay, fine, whatever.
You have my attention.
So after we do the mission, the quest for doing the missions on the board, she then says, well, now we know that our SI-7 friend is being held at Felsoul Hold in Suramar. I'm not sure why we didn't check there first. I trust that you already have a general plan for how to retrieve him. I know that I do. Perhaps we can put our heads together.
Stay light on.
We're going to need distraction if we are to rescue Matthias Shaw from where he's being held in Felsoul Hold. A big one. Explosives placed in a few key locations should do nicely. Noggenfogger is playing nice and has donated some bombs to the cause. He might be trying to smooth over relations due to his earlier extortion. I can have someone go ahead and mark the best locations. You want to do the honors?
Set up the explosive distractions around Felsoul Hold. I will meet you there.
You know, sometimes I actually kind of forget about that Vanessa thing there. That's if you beat her, and it happens anytime you're in the room when another player is actually doing that quest. So we don't actually have to talk to Noggenfogger here.
Hurry back!
Because we apparently already have the bombs. We just now need to go to that location in Suramar and start placing the bombs. And of course, yeah, Felsoul Hold is certainly a place I'm very familiar with. We could actually just go ahead and fly there, because it's actually not that far from here. If we go this direction, it'll just be straight ahead, actually. In fact, you can kind of see it in the distance right there. Although I should say that right now I'm not exactly running this on high-level graphics, because, I don't know, it seems as if maybe they upped the quality for this game, for this expansion, and it was causing some weird stuttering issues for me. I mean, of course, it is pre-patch, let's keep that in mind, so you should probably expect some technical issues during a pre-patch, but yeah. It's definitely getting closer and closer to that point where me having to upgrade my specs, mainly my graphics card, as long as it's compatible with what else I've currently got, is probably going to have to be like the mandatory thing. So yeah, this is Felsoul Hold. By the way, some of the add-ons are now up to date and working, so I'm actually using some of them. The question now becomes, though, which area of Felsoul Hold am I actually infiltrating? See, it doesn't seem as if the locations are actually, like, out there. They may actually be in here, but you're noticing There really aren't any locations marked on my map, are they? There actually are a few people on. I say that because if some of you may already know that this guild I'm a part of on the Alliance has essentially stopped, like, during Shadowlands. Like, we were raiding together in Castle Nathria, and then people basically stopped and quit the game, so... It's kind of rare these days when I see other people from this guild actually online. Yeah, don't want to have to go there. Like, you guys are noticing that there's nothing on my map to indicate where we're marking these, right? It's like, I'm not seeing anything to indicate where we are placing these bombs. I think we're placing them out here. Oh, wait, there they are. Okay, so that's what we have to look for. That's the other thing. Sometimes you don't know what exactly you're supposed to be looking for. Now I know what we're looking for. So we're placing the bombs all around this area to make a distraction out here, and then we'll go inside. But I've got to be careful because, well, I certainly do not want to aggro those things. I mean, obviously I'm a rogue, but still. Because you notice doing that actually breaks our stealth. So when you're going to place it, just because you're in stealth, doesn't mean it's done. You got to be very careful there. Alright, well, there's actually another player here fighting. So I'm just going to have to fly around here and see if I can spot those little places to actually put the bombs. And of course, should we be surprised that Noggenfogger was like, yeah, here's a bunch of bombs? I mean, he's a goblin, so of course. Like, there was a world quest I did, and I forgot about this one. It was in High Mountain, where these goblins who were with Nessingwary were having me test out hunting wildlife with a new gadget they had. It was a rocket. Huh. I kind of want to respond and let this guy know. It's like, look, dude, the whole, you know, playing a character that's opposite your real life gender, that's really not a big deal. And it's more common than you realize. I mean, look at me. I'm a guy who's playing a female Worgen character right now. So it's really not an issue. At least I don't think it is. But then you have other big name people who are actually making a bigger deal of it, who are like, no, you shouldn't do that. Because apparently they're weirded out by the whole idea and concept. And I'm just like, it's really not that big a deal. But hey, you know, glad to have him back. 9-year hiatus, that's pretty awesome. And I'm certainly not going to be one of those players who goes around going, oh man, you shouldn't have gotten back into it now. This is a horrible time to get back into it. Because there's plenty of people that do that. I've seen it like on other like groups online and such, where they'll actually say that they're getting back into the game after a long hiatus. And there'll be people that will just be like, oh, you shouldn't get back into it now. This is a horrible time to do so. So I'm certainly not going to do that. Not to mention, you know, there's a part of me that also wants to let him know, it's like, look, pal, we're glad to have you, but at the same time, this is unfortunately a guild that has effectively, I don't want to say died, but it feels that way sometimes. This guild used to be much more active. Like, we were doing a lot when BFA was going on. Like, and I showed it to you guys on camera. Well, somewhat. But basically, when I was doing that playthrough of the Alliance BFA content on my Demon Hunter, that's when I basically got kind of pulled into guild activities by this guild, which I was already part of, but I hadn't really been doing anything with them. And then I did an activity with them, and that's basically where they kind of got me involved, because then they wanted to help me actually kind of get stronger and get better, so I could also be able to participate in other like high-level stuff, since they were trying to push for AOTC in Iolotha. And this was during the pandemic, so it allowed us to be able to, of course, have a lot more free time to actually go ahead and focus on that and work on that, you know. And it was a really fun time. I have a lot of fond memories from that time. Oh, it's right there. That's why I was kind of avoiding this, because, of course, there's a number of enemies here. Looks like I literally have to face some enemies if I actually want to place those bombs, and I've already aggroed that one enemy right there. Alright. If I play this right, maybe I won't have to face that big Strife Bringer there. I've got Vanessa with me, so that helps, but let's say I'd rather just only fight the Fel Corruptor. She only has 8,000 health. Actually, you know what? She only has 4,000, so maybe I actually could go ahead and take her on. Alright.
It's too far away.
All right. Trigger the detonator. You know what? Maybe I don't need the coordinates there. So either that's a bug, or that is what it looks like with the graphics turned down.
All that matters is the mission.
That was a big distraction.
You cannot hide from me.
We must move swiftly while the distraction is working. Matthias Shaw is being held in the lower levels of the halls of the Eclipse directly to the south. Quickly, we must go.
Silent and deadly. What's the situation?
Lead me to Matthias.
Stay light on your feet. Let us stealth quickly to Matthias Shaw.
Right behind you, Taoshi. Just don't take me to areas where there are going to be detectors. See right there, that guy was like, oh, what was that? Also, shouldn't these mage hunters sense us? Or those inquisitors? Whatever. Come on, Taoshi. Can't you move faster while stealthed? Just saying. Also, by the way, happy anniversary. I was concerned I was going to hit 50 before finishing this because of this buff. I mean, we also have Winds of Wisdom, so right now I'm getting 68% extra XP. So, pretty great time to level before the expansion.
It's not far now. He's just down the stairs. Hurry! Keep up. Matthias Shaw is not far.
The uncrowned to the rescue. I wouldn't expect anything less.
Hey, Shaw.
Let's get down to business.
Hurry! We must get them out of here before the demons raise the alarm.
Keep your eyes
They're
peeled.
coming! I will get to work unlocking these fell magic chains from the cage. You keep the Legion at bay.
Be wary. You keep them off me, and I will get SI-7 here out of his cage. Here they come!
Get me out of here so that I can help.
You'll get
We're
your
trying,
chance
Shaw.
soon enough, Matthias.
Also, I did a little tweaking on my talents here, so now I've got Vigor back. Like, I consider Vigor, like, almost mandatory for especially a not great rogue player like me. Energy is one of the main issues I have with the rogue class, and Vigor just really
One to
helps.
go.
Alright, let's see.
I can't attack that target.
What's wrong,
Complete
Taoshi?
the lock. It is up to you.
Thank you.
I will get Matthias to safety through the sewer tunnels. We will see you back in the Chamber of Shadows.
Alright. I'm so upset that we cannot use Madame Gosu down here anymore. Hey, Shaw. You're looking better.
Fight in the shadows.
You have my eternal gratitude, PapaNeeks. Let it never be said that I have underestimated the reach and prowess of the uncrowned. The easy part's done. Now it's time to do the impossible.
Sleep with one eye open.
Like many dreadlords, Deathrock cannot help but gloat. He was careless, and I overheard many of his plans while I was held captive. With your leave, I would like to underscore the gravity of the situation in Stormwind. The fate of Azeroth hangs in the balance. But for all of that, I have a simple plan. Get him.
Look to the
The
shadows.
situation in Stormwind is worse than we thought. We have a plan to reveal Deathrock for the imposter that he is. Master Shaw?
First, allow me to express my gratitude that you risked your lives to rescue me. Taoshi is correct. The situation is dire and degrading quickly. The Alliance is about to launch an attack on the Horde. Posing as me, Deathrock is whispering lies about the Horde in the ears of the new King of Stormwind. He must be stopped before it is too late. The plan is simple. Sneak into Stormwind, expose Deathrock, and then kill him. Tethys will get us to the harbor by sea. We'll have to stealth through to SI-7. We cannot fly in. Deathrock has snipers on the rooftops and wanted posters up with all of our faces.
Thank you, Master Shaw. That's the plan, Uncrowned. All in favor?
Cast the deciding vote. Alright.
You have my attention. Keep your eyes keen.
Then it's decided. We either expose Deathrock or it's war between the Alliance and the Horde, and we lose the world to the Burning Legion. Can you kind of see more so why I keep saying that this is one of the more important Order Hall stories in this expansion? This is basically a lead-in to BFA because, well, we kind of still end up going to war, don't we? And I was hoping that Shaw was going to kind of step in at some point and try to help prevent some of this from happening in BFA, but apparently not. So, yeah.
Silent and deadly.
We are off to Stormwind. Tethys will sneak us by water beneath the old barracks under cover of darkness tonight. The rest will be up to you, Matthias and myself. We will have to stealth through Stormwind and confront Deathrock at SI-7. Are you ready to do this? I will be when we come back. Stay tuned.